Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln Wheat Penny coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Where every old coin tells a story and every collector gets a chance to find something extraordinary, today I'm about to share something truly special, the piece of American history that could be hiding right in your coin jar. Yes, we're talking about the rare and valuable United States of America 1917's Lincoln Wheat Penny. Stay with me till the end because this small brown coin could surprise you with its unbelievable value and the secrets that make it one of the most talked about pennies among collectors today. This 1917's Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted more than a century ago at the San Francisco Mint, and every single one that survived the test of time carries a little slice of early 20th century America. Imagine it, over 100 years old, designed by Victor David Brenner, and still admired by coin lovers all over the world. The S mint mark right below the date gives it that extra charm, marking it as one of the rarer issues from the Western Mint that collectors chase passionately. Now let's talk about why this coin is so unique and why it captures the heart of every collector. The 1917 Wheat Penny was struck during World War I, when minting quality wasn't always perfect, and that's exactly what makes it fascinating. Some coins show double die obverse errors, where you can see slight doubling on Lincoln's date or the words, "In God We Trust." Others have off-center strikes or subtle variations in the wheat ears on the reverse side. These small differences make each piece stand out and can push its value to incredible heights. Collectors love these imperfections because they turn an already rare coin into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Over the years, many of these pennies were lost, worn down, or simply spent without a second thought, which makes finding one today in sharp detail a real treasure hunt. A well-preserved 1917 with crisp lines, clear mint mark, and minimal wear can easily outshine newer coins in any collection. Coin experts say the demand for early San Francisco Mint pennies keeps rising every single year because they represent the golden era of classic American coinage. For new collectors out there, here's a little tip that could make all the difference. Always check your wheat pennies carefully under good light. Look closely at the mint mark S and the year. If the details are sharp and the color still has that rich reddish tone, you might have a hidden gem on your hands. Store it safely, avoid cleaning it with chemicals, and keep it in a proper holder to protect its surface. A clean, untouched coin can bring you far better offers from buyers and auction houses. And now, the most exciting part that everyone's been waiting for, the real market value of this historical coin. A genuine 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny in beautiful mint state condition has been known to sell for as much as $12,000 in major U.S. auctions. Yes, $12,000 for a single penny that once bought a piece of candy in the early 1900s. In places like California and New York, collectors have paid even higher premiums for top-graded pieces with visible doubling or exceptional luster. Isn't that incredible? So my friends, before you spend that old change or trade away a coin that looks too ordinary, take a moment to check. That small copper penny could be your ticket to owning a piece of history worth thousands. Every coin tells a story, and the 1917 Lincoln Wheat Penny tells one of rarity, survival, and timeless value. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more hidden treasures from the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that little bell so you never miss another amazing coin reveal. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a secret, waiting for the right collector to find it. Coin number 2. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins from American history, the United States 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This small copper coin from the San Francisco Mint holds secrets that can truly surprise you, so stay with me till the end because I'll reveal its real market value and the special features that make it so rare and sought after by collectors all over the world. Now let's begin with a bit of thrill because this coin isn't just old, it's a piece of history that survived through one of the most remarkable decades in America. Minted in 1940, just before the world was caught up in World War II, this penny carries a sense of that era, a time when the economy was rebuilding, and every coin mattered. Each 1940 penny with that little s under the date represents the San Francisco Mint, which was known for striking some of the finest and most beautiful coins in American history. The fact that it's still being hunted by collectors after more than 80 years tells you how special it really is. Now here's where things get really interesting. Not all 1940 wheat pennies are the same, some have tiny minting errors that make them worth much more than their face value. A few have double die obverse errors, where Lincoln's profile or the lettering shows a shadow-like doubling effect, and that small detail can skyrocket the value of your coin. Others show repunched mint marks, where the S was struck more than once, leaving a fascinating pattern under magnification. These rare variations are what coin experts call hidden gems. They look normal at first glance, but under the right light, they tell a story of their own. Collectors adore these coins because they carry both beauty and mystery. The copper shine, the elegant wheat ears on the back, and the bold face of President Lincoln on the front, all these details make it a timeless classic. And finding one in mint or uncirculated condition is like discovering buried treasure because so many of these coins were used in everyday trade and worn down over time. When you find a sharp, well-detailed 1940s penny, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of art that's been preserved through history. Now, here's a quick tip for my fellow collectors and treasure hunters out there. When you're going through your old penny rolls or checking inherited coin collections, pay special attention to the mint mark and date. A clean S mark, no visible wear on Lincoln's cheek, and strong wheat lines on the reverse can indicate a high-grade coin. Avoid cleaning it or polishing it, because original luster and natural toning are what serious buyers love to see. Always handle it carefully and keep it stored in a protective case. One scratch can change everything when it comes to value. This coin has been a favorite in many coin shows and auctions across the United States. Dealers from California to New York have listed this 1940s wheat penny at impressive prices, especially when it's in top condition or features one of those rare minting errors. The demand is strong and still growing because collectors today appreciate both its design and its history, and they know its supply is getting smaller every year as pristine coins become harder to find. And now, the most thrilling part, let's talk about what everyone's been waiting for, the real value of this coin in today's collector market. A genuine 1940s Lincoln Wheat Penny in perfect mint state condition has sold for as much as $7,000 in top auctions across the United States. Yes, you heard that right, $7,000 for a single penny that once jingled in someone's pocket during the 1940s. Coins with double die errors or sharp repunched mint marks have fetched even higher offers from serious collectors and numismatic investors. So, my friends, if you've got an old jar of pennies sitting somewhere or you've inherited a small coin collection from your family, go through them carefully. That one little copper coin could be your lucky find. The 1940s Lincoln Wheat Penny is a true example of how history, rarity, and beauty can come together to create something worth far more than its face value. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story and loved discovering rare and valuable coins like this one, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure from the world of rare coins. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next coin be a priceless discovery. Coin number 3. We're talking about a coin that every penny hunter and collector dreams of finding, the United States 1942 VDB Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin carries more than 80 years of history and mystery, and I promise, by the end of this video, you'll see why it's one of the most talked about and valuable wheat pennies in the collector world. So stay with me till the very last second because you don't want to miss what makes this tiny copper beauty so incredibly special. The 1942 VDB Wheat Penny was minted in Denver during a time when the entire world was changing. America was preparing for war, and every metal, every coin, had its purpose and meaning. While millions of pennies were struck that year, the ones from the Denver Mint with that little D under the date carry their own charm and scarcity. Some of these coins were made with slight imperfections, unique minting errors, and amazing color tones that today make collectors go absolutely crazy for them. What makes this penny truly fascinating is the combination of history and rarity. The 1942 D was part of the last pre-war copper penny issues before the United States switched to steel cents in 1943 due to wartime metal shortages. That alone gives this coin historical importance. It marks the end of an era in American coinage. Add to that the beauty of its design by Victor David Brenner, with Abraham Lincoln's strong profile on the front and the classic wheat ears on the back, and you've got one of the most iconic coins ever made in America. Now let's talk about what really gets collectors excited, the errors and varieties that make this coin worth real money. Some 1942 VDB Lincoln cents show double die obverse errors, where the date or lettering appears slightly doubled. These are extremely desirable. Others have repunched mint marks, where the D was struck twice or slightly misplaced, creating a fascinating detail visible under magnification. You might also find coins with off-center strikes, planchet flaws, or unusual toning from storage that gives the coin a unique look collectors love. Each of these imperfections turns an already rare penny into a highly valuable piece of history. collectors love the 1942 D not just for its errors but for its survival story. Most of these coins were used every day in shops, schools, and homes, passing through millions of hands. Finding one today in mint state condition, with that original copper shine still glowing, is like discovering buried treasure. Every year, fewer of these pristine examples remain, and that's why serious collectors are always hunting them down before prices climb even higher. Now, if you're a collector or even just someone who enjoys coin hunting, here's an important tip you'll want to remember. When you're going through your pennies, pay close attention to the 1940s coins, especially those with a D mint mark. Always check the date carefully with a magnifier, look for any doubling on the numbers, or unusual marks on the mint mark. Don't clean the coin ever, because natural patina and original luster are what make collectors and dealers willing to pay top prices. Keep it stored safely in a coin holder or capsule so the details stay protected for the long term. The 1942 D Wheat Penny has been making headlines in coin auctions across the United States. At auctions in states like California, Texas, and Pennsylvania, beautifully preserved pieces and rare error varieties have fetched prices that make collectors' jaws drop. The demand for this coin continues to grow every single year as people realize how few remain in perfect condition. It's not just a coin, it's a tangible piece of American history that connects us to a time of strength, resilience, and craftsmanship. And now comes the part that you've all been waiting for, the real market value of this incredible coin. A genuine 1942 D Lincoln Wheat Penny in top-grade mint state condition has sold for as much as $15,000 in major U.S. coin auctions. Yes, $15,000 for a single penny that once circulated for only 1 cent. Some rare double die or repunched mint mark examples have even reached higher bids when sold to passionate collectors who know exactly what they're looking for. So my friends, before you spend that old change or overlook the pennies in your coin jar, take a closer look. That little copper coin could be worth thousands. The 1942 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is more than just money, it's a story of survival, history, and passion that lives on through collectors like you and me. If you enjoyed this story and love discovering the hidden treasures of the coin world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another incredible find. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy collecting, and may your next coin be the one that changes your life. Coin number 4. I'm about to tell you about one of the most legendary and fascinating coins in American history, the 1944 D Lincoln Wheat Penny. This isn't just any old penny you find in your change jar, this is one of those coins that can shock you with its value and rarity. So don't miss a single second, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly why this coin is so famous and why collectors across the world are chasing it like treasure hunters. The story of the 1944 D penny begins right in the middle of World War II, a time when every piece of metal was important to the nation's efforts. Just 1 year earlier, in 1943, the U.S. Mint had produced pennies made out of steel instead of copper because copper was being used for the war. But in 1944, copper returned, and that's where the magic of this coin begins. Most of the 1944 D pennies were struck on regular copper planchets, but a few, by accident, were minted using leftover steel planchets from 1943. These rare error coins are what collectors call the 1944 D steel cents, and they're among the most valuable pennies ever discovered in U.S. history. Can you imagine? A tiny mistake at the Denver Mint turned a simple 1-cent coin into something worth thousands of dollars today. That's the beauty of coin collecting, every small detail matters. Even among the copper 1944 D pennies, you can find fascinating error varieties such as double die obverse, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. Each of these little differences adds character and value, making your coin truly unique. Every serious collector dreams of finding one of these gems hiding in a roll of pennies or an old coin box passed down through generations. The 1944 D Wheat Penny is not just rare, it's beautifully designed. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front stands as a symbol of honesty and strength, while the 2 wheat stalks on the back remind us of America's resilience during hard times. It's a coin that tells a story of history, craftsmanship, and the dedication of a country rebuilding through war. And every time a collector holds one, they're not just holding copper or steel, they're holding a piece of that story that still lives on today. Now listen carefully, my friends, because here's a tip every coin collector should remember. When you're checking your pennies, especially those from the 1940s, always look for the year 1944 and the D mint mark right below it. If your coin looks silvery or slightly magnetic, you might be holding one of the rare steel cents from 1944, and that's the jackpot for coin lovers. Even the copper versions in brilliant uncirculated condition can bring incredible prices when sold at auctions or to serious collectors. Never clean your coins because cleaning can destroy their natural luster and reduce their value. Instead, store them safely in protective holders and handle them with care. A good coin deserves good protection. Over the years, the 1944 VDB Wheat Penny has been sold in several major auctions across the United States, from New York to California, and collectors have paid astonishing amounts for it. The coin's high demand comes from both its historical background and its rarity in perfect condition. Every time a new high-grade example appears on the market, the buzz spreads like wildfire among numismatists, making this penny one of the most talked about coins in American history. And now for the part everyone's been waiting for, the real market value. A genuine 1944 VDB Lincoln Wheat Penny made from the rare steel planchet has sold for as much as $1.8 million in major coin auctions in the United States. Yes, you heard that right, $1.8 million for a penny that was once worth only 1 cent. Even the regular copper 1944 VDB pennies in top mint state condition have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their shine, color, and rarity of the error. It's no wonder collectors all over the world keep their eyes open for this incredible coin. So my friends, before you spend your old change or overlook that penny sitting in your drawer, take a second look. That small 1944 VDB Wheat Penny could be your golden discovery. It's more than a coin, it's a piece of American history, a symbol of resilience, and a treasure that proves even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story and love learning about rare and valuable coins from around the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another thrilling coin story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and maybe one day your next penny will be worth a fortune. Coin number 5. We're diving deep into one of the most interesting coins from American history, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This little copper beauty has a story that will surprise even the most experienced collectors, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin still makes waves in the numismatic world. So don't blink and don't skip, because I'm about to reveal the uniqueness and hidden value that makes this penny truly special for every collector out there. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny isn't just an old coin, it's a piece of history minted just before the United States entered World War II. Imagine holding a penny that was made more than 80 years ago, at a time when the world was changing fast. This coin carries not only the image of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of truth and strength, but also the story of an era when every cent counted. Most of these coins were struck in huge numbers, but only a few were made with unique qualities and mint errors that make them worth far more than 1 cent today. Collectors love this coin because of its beauty, its vintage design, and the fascinating errors that happened during minting. There are varieties like the double die obverse, where you can actually see a doubled effect on the date or letters, and those are worth serious money. Some 1941 pennies show off-center strikes, die cracks, or even lamination errors, giving them a completely unique look that collectors go crazy for. Each tiny flaw makes these coins stand out and adds to their value in the collector's market. Now let's talk about something that makes this coin even more exciting: the different mint marks. The 1941 Wheat Penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produced millions of coins, but the ones with clear, sharp strikes and deep red color are the ones collectors really chase. Especially the 1941's penny from San Francisco. High-grade examples are becoming harder to find every year, and when they appear in auctions, they attract fierce bidding from serious collectors. The beauty of collecting a 1941 Wheat Penny is that it's accessible but still full of surprises. Many people have found these coins in old jars, family collections, or even pocket change without realizing what they're holding. The thrill comes when you discover one with an error or in mint state condition, because that's when you realize you're holding something truly valuable. That's why I always tell new collectors, never overlook any old penny, especially those from the early 1940s. You never know when one could turn out to be a hidden treasure. For collectors out there listening carefully, here's a little tip from experience. When you examine your 1941 pennies, use a magnifying glass and pay close attention to the date, lettering, and mint mark. If you spot doubling, cracks, or even the faintest sign of a misstrike, set that coin aside right away. Store it properly in a coin flip or holder to keep its shine and protect its surfaces. And remember, never clean your coins with chemicals or cloths, it can ruin their natural luster and reduce their value. Authentic patina is what collectors love, so keep it original and untouched. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the real market value of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Well, regular circulated pennies from this year can be worth a few dollars depending on condition, but when you step into the world of mint errors and uncirculated grades, that's when the numbers start to climb. A stunning mint state 1941 wheat penny with sharp details and red luster has been sold for thousands of dollars in top U.S. coin auctions. And listen to this, a high-grade example of a 1941 double die error penny once sold in an American auction for over $8,000. That's right, a 1-cent coin that brought thousands because of its rarity and perfection. Just think about it, this coin was once used in grocery stores, handed out as change in the 1940s, and today, collectors are fighting over it in auction rooms. That's the beauty of numismatics, history, art, and value all combined in something so small but so powerful. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny continues to be in high demand among collectors because it marks a special time in U.S. coinage history, and every single one of them carries its own unique charm. So before you spend that old penny lying around in your drawer, take a moment to check the year. It might just be from 1941, and it might be worth much more than you think. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story can bring you an unexpected fortune. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. If you love learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Keep collecting, keep searching, and maybe your next find will be the 1941 wheat penny that changes everything.